All right, extreme value theorem says if a function is continuous and on a closed interval, and those are important to this theorem, then the function f contains an absolute max value and an absolute min value for some values in the closed interval a b. So we've seen a couple pictures now of some functions. Here would be an example of one we just looked at. Is this function continuous here? Absolutely. Is it on a closed interval? Absolutely. So we're guaranteed an absolute max and min, which we were able to pick out here. Let's look at some examples back here. What would be the absolute max and min on these ones? Well, looking at this graph right here, it looks like the place this should have an absolute max would be right here, but we don't have a closed-in point. So this one, this does not have an absolute maximum. Why? Why did we not get one on this one where we did on the other ones? Well, remember, what's the two conditions? That it's continuous and on a closed interval. This is a closed interval, but is it continuous here? No, it's not continuous. And so because this one is not continuous on the interval, we're not guaranteed an absolute max and min. It still might have one, but we're not guaranteed to have one. Now, does this have an absolute min? Yeah, we do have an absolute min here of 0 at f of 2 right here. So it does have an absolute min, but we didn't have an absolute max because it was not continuous. So you still may have them, but you're not guaranteed to have them with this theorem. The next one, do we have an absolute maximum here? It doesn't appear so because there's an asymptote here and it keeps going. So this one does not have an absolute max. Does it have an absolute min? This should be, but it's not filled in there. So this one has neither an absolute max and min. This one is continuous, but the reason this one's not working, we don't have a closed interval here. On the left side, we don't have a point, and on the right side here, this keeps going and doesn't actually have a value at f of 2, and so we're not closed here. We're not guaranteed to have those points.